CountryWide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lamp.
Of course, it's election year and there is a lot of politicians. One of the highlights for me is the fact that our next guest, New Zealand First Leader Winston Peters, has just so kindly agreed to come on our show before going on Jamie Mackay's show. So thank you, Winston. That means a lot to us as a start-up new rural show. Winston, welcome to CountryWide Connect. Thank you for coming.
Not at all. I'm pleased to be here.
So how long have you been walking around today?
Well, it seems like hours, but probably about 2.5 hours.
Well, tell you what, it's nice that there is actually a New Zealand First site here, unlike the Red Team, which forgot to book by the sound of it. So,
well, Labour's always been a vacant lot.
Hey, Winston, I must say, my co-host here came home singing your praises after her visit to Wellington for the budget. And you two bonded, which I was very pleased to hear that.
Well, it's I was told by the speaker to do my job and be nice, and so I thought I would do that.
That's and you were very kind. Thank you.
Well, I was so fascinated by the whole exercise. I thought, I'm going to learn from this myself.
And what did you learn?
Well, that we aren't communicating enough. That's what I did learn.
Oh, there we go.
Simple.
And through a variety of different ways. I learned a lot about you too, Winston. I didn't realise your background and about where you were farming when you were growing up and your affinity to rural New Zealand.
Like I was milking cows before I went to primary school. And I was farmed out to work for my auntie for a year and a half because she couldn't handle the farm by herself. And her husband wasn't there. And then I was working for my uncle as well. And then we also milked cows at home. So, yeah, I milked cows all the way till almost 18 years of age.
Absolutely. Well, yeah.
And it's changed a lot in regards to...
Oh, it changed dramatically, but we used to have 283 cows, and the biggest suppliers to the Northern Wairoa Dairy Company in those days were 12 bales, and so you had to have, 12 cups. The maximum you could handle is 4 cups each, flat out. And everything changed since then, but the basics are still the same.
What year was that, Winston?
Oh, the late 50s, 60s.
Yeah. So that's actually quite a significant herd for that time.
It was the biggest supplier in Northern Wairoa Dairy Company.
Yeah.
But also, we were also share milking at Hukanui at a place called Jordan Valley, and we were the biggest suppliers to the Hikarangi Dairy Company at the time. So, yeah, I'm not boasting about it. I just want to remind people that the hell lot of people look at you in your suit and they think you don't know anything about farming. Well, I milk my share of cows, I can tell you now.
And so, hey,
and birth calves when nobody else can put their hand up the back and turn the calf's head around. All those sorts of things you never forget.
God, I bet you sometimes politics feels like that.
Well, it's been a great training for politics in only one way. You learn to burn the candle both ends of the day.
And you're an expert at that, I must say.
I am expert at that.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
It's actually one of your greatest skills, and I'm inordinately jealous of your stamina, the way that you just can continue.
When I went into politics, I realized whatever I thought about farming was the best training for this job, because in the morning, and most people are night people are morning people, and some of them at 10 o'clock at night, it's like a Le Mans start, can't get home fast enough. So farming was a great background.
Yeah.
Just interesting. I'm looking at your supporters and also some of your candidates, and obviously Mark Patterson here, the Minister of Wool, great man who's going to follow you. We're going to talk to him in a minute. Yeah. But what I'm very pleased to see is you've got Jason Herrick from Southland as a candidate for Southland, and a very good mate of mine, Jamie Klein, the ex-Bearer Buller from the West Coast.
Yes.
Good to see the representation there from the provinces, Winston.
Oh, no, it's fantastic. And we've got we've got the candidate from New Plymouth, the old King Country electorates here today. That's that lady over there. Then we've got one from the Waikato here. Next, they're rolling off very fast now.
Yeah, absolutely. And you must be absolutely ecstatic as to where you're. I know you don't like to comment on the polls, and I'm not going to ask you, but where you're standing right now, 5 months out from the election, you're happy with where you're at?
Yes, we are, because it's building, and we have a serious plan, and we're the only party. Now, don't think I'm boasting here, but we're the only party holding public meetings. All the rest are going off to what I call tied meetings, Chamber of Commerce or Rotary or something else. But we're having public meetings over and over again, And I've said to the mainstream media, how can we possibly have an environment in 2026 where parties don't have public meetings? When was the last time the Greens had a public meeting?
And I think that this is the thing, Winston, is that fundamentally we still want human contact, don't we? And actually get together, like at Fieldays here, and coming together and actually hearing from politicians rather than sound bites.
Well, you know, there's a famous singer that used to sing that song, and the key part of it was he talked about hearing both sides of the story. Remember Phil Collins?
Yes.
You got to hear both sides of the story.
I thought you were going to say Nana Muscuri, your favourite singer.
That wasn't Nana Muscuri. I've had some other favourite singers since then. But I always remember that song, and I thought that's exactly what it is. You're out there to hear both sides of the story.
Winston, do you still love it, what you're doing? I mean, you must.
Well, you could ask yourself, man, it's been a year since I started, and I never thought I'd be here now. But one thing I can tell you is I'm not here to enjoy myself, but I am on a mission, and we intend to take this election out in 2026.
So what is your main focus
Winning.
for this? Winning.
Winning with the right policies. This country should be right up the top of the world, and we used to be there. In two great parts of our history, we were up there until we started this sort of what I call ideological experimentation at enormous cost to ordinary people. So, yeah, the cost of living is a paramount concern, and so are jobs and health, and we're going to go out there and keep ourselves grounded and go for broke, and we think we're going to do extraordinarily well.
So in the last 3 years, are you happy or satisfied with the movement of New Zealand and the coalition?
No, I'm not. And the reason is I try to tell them when we became the government, you've underestimated how bad the economy is. And it's showing now. A lot of things that we should have attended to. We should have deferred the tax cuts on the basis it's far more serious than you think. Because not doing that, we're actually contributing to inflation now. And we do not want inflation. So there's a lot that's gone wrong. And all I'm saying is, as a person that began in the National Party, we've got to get our sense of nationalism back, big time. Because we're the only country on earth that anybody cares about.
Winston, going to Parliament for me was an education on how the system works. And the thing is that obviously the more MPs you have in the House, the more say you're going to have. Do you have a goal around where you want to land on election, and how much does that make a difference in coalition agreements and negotiations?
We have a goal, and it makes every difference. It makes everything possible. We have a goal, and everything is possible. Now, please don't ask me what the goal is, though.
Oh, come on. I'll tell you what
30%?
I'd like to...
Hey?
30?
Prime Minister?
I said, please don't ask me what the goal is.
Oh, okay.
You want to be assigned, if you want to join and be a paid-up member for New Zealand First, I might sort of tell you. But if you're not in New Zealand First, that's a party plan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
What about then this gentleman here to your left? I think he would make a fine agricultural minister.
So do I.
So is that part of the coalition negotiations?
Well, first of all, you never tell people what your plan is. If you want to win, it's like playing poker. You don't show them your cards, do you?
No.
Right. So we don't tell them what we want
No.
until we get there.
Winston, thank you very much for all that you've done.
No.
You've ignited, some interest in New Zealand First for me, and the importance of hospitality, regardless of age. So appreciate that. We had a great time. I really enjoyed my week in Parliament.
Thank you very much, and thank you. I actually seriously enjoyed it myself. To run into three people. One I partially knew because I'd done it. I'd done this program, and the other one, the first time she met me, they said, well, so-and-so over there doesn't agree with you. And I said, well, she's not too bright, that's it. And she never forgot what I said. So I had a chance to apologise.
Did she tell you about her burlesque bar and her male strip club on K Road? Because Sherry Brownlee couldn't handle that.
Yes, she told me about it, and I was trying to, I know that might have some sort of innocence about it, but the last thing you do in my profession is go and find out. Okay?
Absolutely.
Thanks
Winston
very
Peters, absolute cracker. Thank you so much.
Now, remember to your listeners, you got 2 votes in this election. Buy some insurance on your second vote. Thank you.
Absolutely.
Thank
perfect.
you, sir.
Thank you so much.
Leader of New Zealand First Party, Winston Peters.
CountryWide Connect with Andy Thompson and Sarah Perriam-Lapp.